I just came back from Japan and this is my stationery haul. One, two, three, a list of washi tapes. I also bought other stuff apart from stationery, and I'm gonna do a separate haul with all the home decor, fabrics, yarns, stuff for other crafts that I bought in Japan, and I'm gonna do it on my Patreon. If you don't know, Patreon is a platform where you can support me directly and you can access a lot of benefits, including digital download, exclusive videos, and my mail club, where you can receive one envelope each month with a letter inside, some sticker, a print, and some other goodies I design and create just for you. It's a lovely community and it starts at just €2, so please consider supporting me. Thank you so much. Also, on my Patreon video, I'm gonna have a section specifically for pom-pom-purin items. Anyway, let's start. I went to Japan over the New Year's holiday and I spent almost 15 days there. I went to the north of Japan. It was my first time in Hokkaido and we were incredibly lucky because it snowed, but it was not too cold, so we just enjoyed every bit of nature there. And then we spent New Year's in Kyoto and then the last days of the trip in Tokyo. Since in Hokkaido and in Kyoto I knew I would have to take some planes and some trains, I tried to contain myself as much as possible with my purchases. But then, once I reached Tokyo, I think this haul might be a little bit bigger than what I would consider myself buying during a trip. But this was because this was my second time in Japan, and on my first time I loved everything, but I almost restrained myself from buying a lot. And then when I came back to Italy and saw like what we have to offer here, I was sad, let's say that. I had some complaints about myself for not buying stuff that I would have used and that would have made me happy. And so this time I was adamant on just choosing stuff that sparked joy in me and that I knew I would love to use during these following years and months and time and crafting. And so I did. I thought a lot about how to organize this video, and in the end I decided to divide it by shop, so you will have kind of a feeling of what each shop has to offer, and you won't see just like washi tape and 20 minutes of me showing the washi tape I got, but they will be a little bit here and there from the different shops. So let's start. As I said, my holiday started in Hokkaido. We visited some places and then went to Shiretoko, which is a national park, and it was stunning. And so when we went to the nature center for Shiretoko, and it has a reserve, and everything you buy on there, it's by local artists and it does fund directly the organization, I decided I would start my shopping there. So I got this print, washi from a local artist. These are extremely long when they are unfolded. Another washi by a local artist with different nature images. Then from the World Heritage Center that was back in the town, so a little bit further than the park, I got these stickers. And these, which are actually magnets. And from the hotel, it had a shop inside, and it carried some of, I think it's the mascot of shiretoko. So I got some washi and 2 stickers. Then we went to Sapporo, which is the biggest city in Hokkaido, I believe. And I did a yarn crawl there. And one of the places, well, it had other stuff apart from yarn and other fiber crafts materials. It also had a little bit of books and magazine and some stationery. And I got these stickers, this postcard, which is extremely beautiful. Also, the back is stunning. This washi with some mags, and by the same artist, this postcard collection. It had different postcards inside with different drawings, and I already used half to send the postcard to some friends from Japan. And this post-it bread themed. And then while walking around Sapporo, I just found a huge stationery store. It was like, honestly, I think it's bigger than some of the one I saw in Tokyo. Since Tokyo is so big, you would expect the bigger one to be there, and there are a lot of bigger ones, but this one was huge, and it had so much selection. I think the one in Tokyo, just you have to visit a lot of them to find all of the different range of products that can be offered. This one had it all. I was stunned, and so I shopped a little bit there, even if I didn't want to bring everything with me since I had a backpack, and so everything, all the weight of my shopping was on my back. But yes, I did fall a little bit, and it's central in Sapporo. I got some notepads there. I love Japanese notepads because they all have different design inside. So you actually are buying like different leaflets. This one, like with all the rounded design with you can write in the center. I think it makes great gift tags. And this one is just, I love cats. I also got some notepad in this format. This one I think is riso printed because the colors are just incredibly stunning, and this is one of my favorites, these bubbles. Super cute. Ooh. Aww. And this is, I think, is a popular mascot or brand because I saw it over and over. And yes, I bought more from this black cat robin Kuroneko design. I also got some notepads in this size by one of my favorite illustrator, which is Masao Takahata. And I already had a notepad from them from another trip, Manekineko themed, and I just couldn't resist the bigger version of the same drawing. And this one was, I think it was new because I hadn't never seen it before, and it's bear themed. Ooh. Then I got 2 letter sets, one again by Black Cat Robin and the other one by, I don't think I can read the kanji name of the illustrator, but I discovered this brand. So these are the envelopes on the back and these are the letter on the front. This brand is called Kozika Products, and they make stationery, just working with illustrators and artists. The one from Masao, also by Kozika, and I just love this. And I think every time I found a product by Kodzika in a stationery shop, I would just know they had great selection in their other products as well. So it was like a hint to get inside the store. And then I started my sticker journey. So I got these two sticker pads, again by Masao Takahata, one Rilakuma, some cats. This is super cute. It has different design inside. These I think are from Masao Takahata, but I wouldn't know, but super beautiful. This is like cross stitch on stickers. And this one, because of course it had a pizza on it. And lastly, from this shop, they had a huge section of washi tapes, and so I couldn't contain myself. Also because I find out that if you find something you like in a shop in Japan, just take it. It's almost impossible to find it in another shop, even if it's the same shop, just another location, just if it's a branded shop. You should take it when you find it, because they almost never carry the same items, or if it's finished somewhere, it's gonna be where you want to buy it. Just you go to a different location and you just, I'm gonna take this. It's finished. It was in the other location though. So I learned this the hard way. I got these washi that are all 5mm washi, so they are very, very thin and with different designs on them. I started, of course, with the tomato one, and then I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a few. And as for the bigger washi, let's see if I can just, yeah. I got some simple gingham washi, some golden washi, some foil washi in blue, one with whales, one with the star. I have some few blue washi, this is clear washi with some gold stars. And one, of course, of Black Cat Robin, which is almost invisible inside the packaging, and one from Masao Takahata. I think maybe seeing them on the front it's better. You can see them better, but I still have to open this myself, so it's gonna be a surprise. Well, not a surprise, because they're in almost every shop in Japan. You have the samples, so you have the washi is opened in a little card, so you can see what you're going to buy, and that's super, super useful. But yeah, that was Sapporo. Then after Sapporo, we went to Kyoto, and in Kyoto, I visited some shops, and I got a few things. I got this postcard from Tsutaya, which is a bookshop. It reminded me of my partner, so I got it for them. I went to Nuunu, which is a shop that works with artists and independent designer, and they sell their creation. And it's super lovely because you can browse their prints like you're browsing LP or vinyls. And it's such a great idea. I got this washi, which is super, super long once you open it. These postcards. No, wait. Oh. This postcard that I absolutely love, and I also love that it's oddly shaped. And this folder thingy where you can put things inside. It's from this artist, and it resonated so much with me since it has tomatoes and worms and just journaling and gardening, and just, it resonated. And also, I love that I bought this early in the trip, because then I used it to store all the sticker sheet inside this, and so they wouldn't bend inside my suitcase and my backpack. So it was also useful. Then Kyoto is, I hope famously, because they deserve recognition, the house of Kyukyodo, which is a lovely paper company from Kyoto, and they make traditional paper, so thin, very thin paper, and it's gorgeous. The inside of the shop was amazing, and look at how they package what you buy. I mean, wow. And there I got this letter set, which has some envelopes as well as some letter paper. Just the packaging, worth the experience. And just to connect me with Tokyo, I went to Kyukyodo in Tokyo too, but the packaging there was the one from the department store in which the store was located. So it was inside a big building, and Keio was the name of the building. That's all right though, they have some lovely stuff in there too, and I could buy a little bit more since in Tokyo I didn't have everything on my back. So I got this lovely paper bouquet. It opens up like this, and I think it just looks stunning, and these are my colors, so I can't wait to open it. I got these envelopes. They also had some letters that you could buy separate from this, but I just got the envelopes and I think they are amazing. Then I got these postcards. I absolutely love the retro design of this. These notepads. And some stickers from there too. And these are almost all stickers to seal envelope. So they are in a square or circle or rectangle form. And I think it's just lovely that they sell this as well, since they sell envelopes and letters. But yeah, very cute. And then we are in Tokyo. So I'm not following the order for this because I can't remember the precise order, but I will show you everything I got. And I'm gonna start with Muji, since it's a Japanese brand, it does sell stationery, and I just want to talk for a second about this lovely planner that was on sale, because of course the 1st of January had already passed, and I just bought it this half price. And it has the monthly section and then some grid paper at the end, and I already started to use it, so it already has some stuff inside. Then I got some scissors, because up until this point I've been junk journaling and ripping stuff with my hands or with my teeth to then attach them to my junk journal, and so I just needed a little pair of scissors to go on during the journey. So it just this memo pad, which is gridded and yellow, so I love it. I got this was a washi set, and this organizer, which came in 2 sizes, and I got the small one, and it's a binder inside, and it also has some pouches. And you could buy accessories, so I bought this again at Muji. And again, this was on sale because apparently this color wasn't selling. Good for me. Then I went to Itoya. It's one of the most famous stationery store in Tokyo, but honestly, I think it's kind of overrated. Like, most of the things you're gonna find there, you're also gonna find at other shops that are slightly less visited. And almost everything from the third floor up is either a little bit too pricey for my taste or a little bit too like design store and less craft store, well, crafty stationery accessible. I don't know, hope it's not too bad of an opinion, but I got this postcard there. I also got another postcard that I sent, but that had some manekinekos of it, lovely, and some stickers. I love this one because it looks like embroidery. And let's see if I can show you all of them in one shot. Yeah, this is it. And I got two of these dandelion ones just because I love dandelions so much, and well, they are a lovely design. Yeah. Whew. Okay, it's extremely hard to just hold a bunch of stickers in your hand. I hope you're seeing them all. Maybe I should. And then I think the second most favorite and most famous store, it's Sekaido in Shinjuku. And there I got some mild liner, which are Japanese marker, yeah, water-based marker. And I actually discovered there that you could have two options of point, of tip of the marker. So these are the one I got, I wouldn't say by mistake because I'm gonna use them, but with the wrong tip. And these are the ones I got with the right tip that I already opened. And it's the new collection, the new colors collection. Then I got some glue by Tombao, which literally that day I saw one of my fellow artists like advise this glue, so I got it. This stapler, so it pinches pieces of paper together without a staple, just by like cutting a hole into the paper and folding it. I hope it works, but it was green, so I got it. And some stickers I got. Again, this one I got double because I'm gonna gift one of them. I think this was a collection, so like there are these little characters that go on adventure and they have little sticker sheet themed after their adventure. Super, super cute. Then, just following the sticker trend, there are a lot of 100 yen shops in Japan. Daiso is, I think, the most famous one, but I think I prefer Seria, which is a 100 yen shop. And I just love, I think they have a huge selection of items that are not too girly coded, while Daiso seems to prefer girly coded items. I don't know. But so I got some sticker from Seria. So these were all 100 yen, which is insane. I got two of this veggie sticker because I love vegetables. I got this apple sticker, which honestly is my fave and I should have gotten more. These ones. And these ones. Look at this one with the skeletons of the dinosaur. They are just super lovely. Then I went to MT Lab, which is, I think, the flagship store of MT, the most famous Japanese brand for washi tapes. And this was my haul. Not too big, since I bought so many washi tapes in Sapporo, I didn't want to just take more, so I got these. All extremely lovely design, and this one especially is a train ticket design, so it does, you can cut it and have like a little train sticker. Let's see if I can show it to you, because I thought it was lovely and I have never seen it anywhere else. So I saw this kind of washi tapes done by other artists, but I never saw it by MT themselves. So I was super happy. Then talking about Loft, again, another big name. I visited most of their stores, I think, because I visited the one in Shibuya and it was okay. I didn't find too much there. The one in Ginza, I found a lot. And another one, I think, too. But anyway, this is what I got. I got some washi. This is an envelope. I just love it. I think I'm gonna use it as a wall decoration. Some stickers. Oh, I forgot this washi too. Some panko clip, which I used to keep the journal open when you use them, and I actually started using them, and they are extremely useful. Maybe I should have gotten more. These lovely stickers that are knitting themed. I just hope they were a little bit more colorful, but I love them nonetheless. And I got this letter set that was a Loft exclusive of Frog and Toad. I just love it so much. It has some sticker to seal your envelopes, and it actually has some cards that have a design inside too. Lovely. And the envelopes are glass in, so you can see through when you put the cards inside. So cute. This washi too, which is one of my favorite. I can't wait to use it. I should have gotten two. More stickers. I can't wait to share this with my friends. These are the design inside. Sticker and a ruler that you can also use to like mark stuff in your planner. Lovely. This was part of a collection that was called Viva Italia. Super cute. And these envelopes too, because I love the design, and these are New Year's envelopes. They are often used to put money inside and give them to, like parents give them to their children, or like uncle and aunts or grandparents, something like that. Then in Tag, which is a shop in Asakusa, I got this lovely Japanese-made notebook with a Japanese illustration, and inside, well, lovely handiwork. And inside it has little square, like it's gridded, but the grid is very, very little. So I'm hoping to use this to create pixel chart of cross stitch and duplicate stitch and tapestry crochet. And it lays flat, so it's very beautiful. I got this tape dispenser because it was yellow. This pen because a person wrote me on Instagram to recommend this kind of pen to me. So I got one in yellow, and it's actually a marker, not a pen. And it does work great. And this, which is something that's used to, you put water inside the tank, and the sponge gets moist, and so you can put stamps on them to have them stick, or envelopes to close them. I think this is gonna be great for my mail club. Then at Bumpodo, which is a stationery and gift shop near Jimbocho, I think, I got these stickers. This, which is actually a journal, but with like non-stick paper. It's a kind of waxy paper, so you use it to put sticker on the pages and then you can peel the sticker off. So it's like a sticker journal, but you can use the sticker you put in here. I hope I explained myself. And I finally found some patterns. I love this brand of sketchbook. I think the quality of the paper is great, and I started using them last year, and I don't think I'm gonna stop. So I wanted to get some during my trip, and I wanted to get some A4 ones, so like a bigger size, but I couldn't find it in the colors I wanted, so I got one of each size. And I kept looking for more, and I actually managed to find more like at the end of my trip at Hens. But again, no A4, so I got 2 more in this size and 2 in this with colors I like. At Hens, I also got some rulers. I don't know why like good quality rulers are hard to find in Italy, but I got plastic ones where you can see through and they have a lovely grid pattern to help, and some metal ones that are gonna help me a lot when I cut paper. I also got this pair of scissors, which are green and yellow, of course. Some more stickers. And some paper. Again, a tiny grid, so little squares that I don't think I've ever saw little squares in Italy, so I got this, and some just, how do you say when it's not dotted or grid? Lines? Where some line the paper with also the space for the date on top. Then at Lapis, which is a lovely store near Yanaka Ginza, one of the favorite neighborhoods of mine, I got this glue pit, which is, I think it's from Tombao again. Yes, it's from Tombao, it's written there. And so this is the case with some glue inside, and this is a refill. And some more stickers from Masao Takahata and Black Cat Robin that I had not found anywhere else. I just love Lapis. It's so small of a shop and it always has something I have never seen elsewhere. Then I went to Shimojima, which is, I think I walked there from Asakusa. I got these clear cases. I was looking for clear cases all over. I just couldn't find any in green or yellow. Why, Japanese people, why do you love beige so much? Maybe you love green and yellow and they just were finished everywhere else. But I finally found this and I got this in 3 sizes. Some more stickers, of course. I love, well, these ones are embroidered, so I absolutely love them. Great inspiration. But these ones are like painted, and the texture on this one, oof, so good. And I got some Pompompurin band-aids that I'm gonna use as stickers, and I think it's so funny, but I mean, they were cheaper than stickers. And I also got these paper envelopes that I'm gonna use at markets, and I just think they are so cute. I would have wanted to get like a box of these, but you know, like space and weight. Then I went to a little shop in Kyukyodo, which is frog themed. So they sell only stuff that has frog items, frogs on them. I got this little journal with blank pages, and I found a little frog and toad section, so I got this postcard, or maybe it's a sticker, I don't know, this, and this notepad with different design inside. Ooh. And I also got this from Cohana, which is a brand of embroidery and fabric crafts supplies. And again, it's a small gridded notebook. I just fell in love with small grids, okay? And I got some other stuff from Cohana, but I'm gonna tell all about them in the haul I'm gonna post for my exclusive video for January for my Patreons. So this has been my stationery haul. It's mostly stickers and washi tapes, but it's also the thing I went to Japan to look for. So I'm super happy with everything I got. I literally can't wait to use some of this stuff. And well, I came back from Japan last evening, and I slept the night of somebody who just changed time zone. And I just wanted to film this as early as possible so I could have the chance to use the stuff. If not, I would have kept it to film the video. And yeah, so I love sharing stuff from my travel and trips, and I love creating and journaling. It helps me so much to be grounded and mindfulness about what I create and what I make. And it has been a super helpful and creative outlet for me. And I have been keeping more than one journal. So if you want, I can make a specific video about like the different kind of journal I use and how I use them. But if not, you can find other yarns and journal videos on my channel. I posted one where I show you my fiber journal from last year. I finished a whole journal about fiber arts and all my creation and projects. I share some travel journal. I can't wait to show you my junk journal from this trip I talked about today. So it's a chunky one, and I can't wait to show this to you in another video. And I just hope you have the best time, stay creative, and if you're going to Tokyo and or Japan and watching this video to get some inspo, I will put all the places I've been to in the description so you can find them quicker. And I really hope you have fun. I'm jealous. I just want to go back there so bad, but I had the best time. I love Japan, and I love its culture, its food, and its stationery, of course. Hope you had fun, and see you in another video. Bye!